Hello everybody, today I'll be teaching you how to make GFX backgrounds like these completely for free. Let's get straight into the video. First, we're going to go to 𝚒𝚘𝚐𝚑. 𝚒𝚘𝚐𝚑 is a free website very similar to Photoshop. Just type in your browser 𝚒𝚘𝚐𝚑. Click New Project and YouTube Profile. In this video, I'll make a background for a GFX profile picture, so this won't work for a banner or anything else. Then go to File, Open in Place, and choose your render. Make sure you choose Open in Place and not just Open, because Open will open it in a different tab sort of thing, in a different canvas, instead of placing it on the canvas you already have. Now that we have our render, we can start painting, so I'm just going to even this out and put it in the middle so it looks neat. Now that I have my render, I'm just gonna add another layer. You can add another layer by clicking on that little button at the bottom that I just clicked on. And I'm going to show you guys, these are just the default 𝚒𝚘𝚐𝚑 brushes, and we're not going to be using those today. We're going to be downloading some paint splatter brushes, because the 𝚒𝚑𝚐𝚑 brushes are very basic and they won't look that good. So you're going to want to go to 𝚑𝚑𝚐𝚎𝚑. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but you're going to want to look up paint splatter, something like that. And this isn't the only website that you can download brushes from, but I prefer it because it has a bunch of free ones and it's a trusted website. So you can just find the one that you like. Okay, so you can see here that I found a paint splatter pack. I'm not actually going to be using this one, but I'm just going to show you how to download it. Hit that big blue button that says free download. There's going to be a pop-up that pops up, but just exit out of that, and it'll show your download will begin automatically. Then it'll start your download, it should pop up, and then you go to File, Open, not Open in Place, Open this time. Find your paint splatter brush that you just downloaded, click on it, and open. You don't have to unzip it, it'll automatically put it in there. That my brushes are now there with the brushes, so you can choose which one you like. I'll just be showing you guys. I sized it down. I actually didn't really like these brushes because they weren't just singular paint splats, they were a bunch of paint splats. But if you like that really clustered look, you could go for it. You don't have to copy me exactly in this tutorial because this is my unique style. But if you're a GFX artist, you're gonna want to have your own unique style, so people will prefer to get their commissions from you because they like your art, not because you just kind of copied someone else. So if you mess up like I just quote-unquote messed up right here, you can go to that sidebar that says history, scroll up, and click the old version so you'll get everything back, because I don't think 𝚒𝚑𝚐𝚑 has an undo version. But I'm going to go with the brush that I like, size it down a little bit, and I'm going to choose a color that kind of fits the background. I made it a little too big. I don't want it to be too big, not too small, so it doesn't look clustered, but it doesn't look too filled. So just choose some colors that match the avatar, or if your client wanted a certain color background, just go for it, splatter it everywhere. It doesn't really matter where you splatter it, just make sure it looks neat and there's enough diverse colors. Then I'm going to go up to Filter, go to Blur, then I'm going to go to Radial Blur, and I'm going to put the number at about 6 because I like it like that, how it goes in a circle motion, blurs in kind of circle motion. You're going to want to make a new layer and choose a darker color. This is how I get that kind of inverted look in the corners I do. I find I really like it. So you're going to choose darker colors that don't really match your background. Well, they can match your background, make sure they match your background, but if you have a light background, do darker colors. If you have a dark background, do lighter colors to get the invert effect. So I'm filling up the whole entire screen. You can tell I didn't really fill it up behind the avatar, but you can fill up the entire screen, then just go back to blur, radial blur, and you don't want to blur it as much so it still looks paint splattery, so I did about 4 or 5. And then pay attention. You're gonna want to click on that second brush in the default brushes, size it up so it kind of like hits the corners. Also make sure it's on eraser, not brush, so it erases, and then just click it once and it'll give that inverted effect. Do it till you like it, make it as big as you want. And yeah, that's just what I'm doing, just making it as big as I want, making sure it looks all good. Also, sorry to interrupt the video, but my voice might be raspy and I might be talking really fast and stuff, because it is currently 4 in the morning and I am super tired, and I'm just trying to get this video edited and upload it. So now I am going back to File, Open in Place, and I'm going to add some decals that I like, and decals are super duper important. So I'm adding this like dot decal, and if you're wondering where I got all these decals, I recommend joining 𝚒𝚗𝚎𝚑𝚅𝚐𝚑𝚐 Gilded server or blxssi Gilded server, because they have a whole channel in their server dedicated to decals, and those decals are like trusted, so they won't be like fake transparent PNGs, because those suck. And if you're going on Google to get your decals, or even Pinterest, some of them will be fake transparent PNGs. Now, what I'm showing you here is you want to make sure and lock it. Click on that button that looks like the move button, and you're going to want to, that's going to lock it from moving. So if you like accidentally click on another one, it'll move it, you know, and that'll be really annoying. So you're going to want to lock them so you don't have to go through all that trouble. So right here I am putting a raised decal, and you probably see these in a lot of GFX backgrounds, and I recommend them too. They make it look really nice and make the avatar stand out from the background, which is very important. So I'm going to show you how to do a color overlay. This was really confusing for me. Go to blending options, go to color overlay, and choose the color you want, and click OK. See, it'll change the color of the PNG. Now I am adding a neon star decal. You might see these in some GFXs too. I really like them. You don't have to use them. I just like them. Also, sometimes when you import a decal, it ends up at the bottom, so if it disappears or you can't see it, it's probably just at the bottom and you have to raise it up a few layers. I put this on overlay. You can see right there, there is like a overlay button. You can just look through all of them. It'll have soft light, hard light, dissolve, normal overlay, all that good stuff. Now I just right clicked on the layer and duplicated it. Yeah, pretty simple. If you don't know, this is my first video, and this is my first ever tutorial video I've ever made. So if I'm talking too fast, if I'm not giving enough details, please comment what I'm doing wrong, and please give me tips, you guys, because I really need some tips on how to do this stuff. I'm just trying to start a YouTube channel so I can get recognized for my GFX work and get more commissions and grow a community. But if this tutorial helped you or didn't help you, please comment down below. Comment what I can do better. Please, I just need some nice, like, I need some tips to improve. Right now I'm not going off of a script, so if I'm talking funky or messing up or stuttering, that's why. It is, my brain is not functioning. It is so late. I just really need to edit this video and get it over with. You guys. Oh, also something really annoying about Photopea, you can see me lowering the opacity because the overlay feature didn't work. Or maybe it did, but if you put the overlaid PNG over a dark color or something, it won't really show the overlay. I don't know, it's weird. Now, I'm just going to speed up this part because it's just me putting a bunch of decals, and there's no really right or wrong way to put decals in your GFX, but it is a lot of trial and error. You'll put some decals, maybe they won't look good, next time you can improve. So adding decals and making your backgrounds unique is all about trial and error and practice, you guys. Please, making GFX takes practice, practice, practice. And even I'm still making mistakes, still sputtering, still getting confused, still getting stuck, getting frustrated. It just takes practice to get good. See, honestly, I put these lightning things in. I thought they'd look cooler than they did. I don't really like them now. But, you know, it takes trial and error. Next time I won't put them in. See how that goes. So, yeah, just letting y'all know GFX is a form of art, and art takes very tedious practice. Now this part I find very important because when renders come out of Blender, they might not match your background well, they may not be that light, saturated. You're going to want to click on the file and click on image, then go to adjustments, and you can mess with the vibrance, mess with the saturations, play with all the settings just until it looks right to you. There's no right or wrong way to do this, and like add like filters or whatever it's called, just mess with it, see what looks good, and yeah. Now I right clicked on the layer again and clicked on blending options. Then I went to stroke and I made the size 13. I make it 13 because it's not too bulky, not too small. You know, I think it's like a good stroke size, but you can play with it all you want. Then I go to fill type and click gradient because I like the gradient, but it doesn't matter what kind you do. So then you can click on the little gradient thing right there. Click on the little gradient thing right there to choose your colors that you want in the gradient. So for this one, I just chose some colors that match the background. It pops up this color picker, so I chose like dark brown and like a light beige. But yeah, you can choose any colors you want, just make them match your background so it looks nice. Then the angle, basically what it sounds like, it's the angle that the gradient is going down and up in, side to side, you know. So I just put it upwards because I liked how that looked. You can also mess with like the blend type, all that stuff. Now to make the shadow, I right clicked on it again, click duplicate layer, and I went to blending options, went to color overlay, made it black. And then I put it the copied version as an overlay, but as you can see it didn't work. But I put it behind the original version, put the opacity down, and I kind of dragged it out so it looked more like a shadow. For some reason the lightning decal was acting weird. I have no idea why I did that because it was locked, but I just went back and fixed it. 𝚒𝚘𝚏𝚜 is very easy to learn, guys. It's just, you know, it's just like any normal editing client, but sometimes it can get confusing, so hopefully this video at least kind of helps you. I'm not that good at tutorials, but I plan on doing a bunch more speed GFXs. I just don't have that much stuff to talk about. Maybe online drama, maybe, I don't know. Now, I was just moving around layers, trying to see what looks good, trying to see what doesn't look good. And feel free to do this. It's actually very important to move around your layers, see if everything looks good, see what you can do better. It's just trial and error, you guys. I'm probably going to say it a million times. You're going to be like, stop saying that, we get it. But it's very important to remember, if it doesn't look good the first time, there's always a second time, trust me. Now, if you have a watermark, I'm showing off my new watermark, don't tell anyone, shh. Anyways, if you have a watermark, you're just going to want to go open in place and select the file. And again, it did that thing where it puts it way at the bottom, so I just had to bring it up by holding and dragging it. And basically, I just sized it down. You can put it anywhere. If this is going on your portfolio or something on your website, you're going to want to put it somewhere where people can see it. But this one, I don't think I'm going to share anywhere, so I just put it in the corner. But if you're going to be sharing it or something like that, you're going to want to put it in the middle, somewhere where it's visible and someone can't just crop it out, because it's very important for you to watermark your artwork, because if people steals this, it may have a bad look on you, which is kind of dumb because they're the one who stole it, but it might have a bad look on you. So just make sure you do that. Then you can go back to file, click export as, and choose PNG. Then you can name it. I just named it after the person I was making it for. And that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you, and if it didn't help you, comment down